How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How are you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Go to YouTube, guys. Go to YouTube so y'all can see the videos. Go to YouTube. I'm getting off of here. Go to YouTube. I love y'all. Peace to the guys. How y'all doing, guys? I am going to do a reaction to Depths of Despair. I like to do paranormal reactions, guys. I do. And before I do this paranormal reaction, I want you guys to listen to the Gateway tapes. I'm gonna do a segue to the Gateway tapes. I said this on my live today with 50 people, and they were all like, "What the fuck?" A lot of us, we are in the conscious community, and we believe that we try to trust the content that we get, and we also got to realize that a three-letter agency I can't name on here, you guys know who they are, starts with a C. They control things. They're also the people that are divulging the information of, we live in a simulated reality. Time, space can be manipulated, and
I have personally discovered with the Gateway.
Guys,
Do not trust the Gateway tapes. If you've already used them a ton, you are probably ready to ignore everything that I'm about to say. But please wait until you hear what this guy discovered. His account is Museum of Tarot. I'm going to link it down in the description. Please go check out all of his deep dives on this topic. But for now, here are the cliff notes. There are rumors that the tapes we have access to right now are not the same as the ones Monroe originally created. And this guy got his hands on the original tapes and compared them to the ones that you and I are most likely using, and guess what? They are not identical. He also dug through the patents behind the hemisync technology and discovered that it is not just a simple binaural beat inducing these experiences, which is most likely what you thought it was. It also entrains your brain on specific pre-recorded EEG patterns. Why is that important? This technology has been shown to manipulate a person's thoughts and experiences, even remotely. One experiment showed that it had success 6,000 kilometers away. This next one really bothers me because I have read all three of Monroe's books twice, but apparently some of his close associates also wrote their own books, and in there they detail how Monroe's experiences were less than authentic, and most of them were artificially induced. Not to mention the fact that if you do some digging into his close associates and business partners, some of them were directly involved in super experiments. So super, in fact, that you might even call them ultra. If you are still not convinced that these tapes need to be handled with caution, then I will make a part 2 about what I have personally discovered with the Gateway experience. And ultimately, I'm not telling you what to do, and if you have alternate theories about all of this, I would love to hear them. Do not trust the Gateway tapes. If you've already used them a ton, you are probably ready to ignore everything that I'm about to.
So, you guys make that make sense. That's all I'm going to say. I've always had an intuition not, and I repeat, not to do them. And I love astral projection. I love diving into that type of content. It is real. I've done it by accident. It was a drug-induced situation. I'm not going to lie. If you know which drug that could be when you stay up for long periods of time. That's when it happened, and it scared the shit out of me. All right? I didn't even know I did what I did, and I got into that theta state. But the simple fact that he spoke on it could be the beats that they give you that are different from what Monroe had originally planned. First off, you know who did that because you know who controls our media. Should bother you. And the fact they said it would put you into an artificial experience. Think about the programming that can have through that. Also, Tommy said that, the tether line, that when you leave, there's a line that connects you to your astral form, that connects you back to your body. If that is cut, you will be unalived. So it's very dangerous. So people playing with things, you got to be careful. Please do your research. Don't just go into it because it's trending. You know what I mean? Take everything serious. And anything that you do, you want to do it in the form or facet where you're trying to grow and have an experience. You understand? Not to do it because your favorite content creator's doing it. Not to do it because you're being influenced by society. No, do it because you are trying to find out who you are. And that's the only reason. And that is something you have to mentally prepare for. It takes time, it takes meditation, and it takes practice. And does it shock you that the beats that they're giving you are not the beats that Monroe have discovered. So I just wanted to show that. I did. I know you guys find it as interesting to me. I believe disclosure is important. I believe that, you know, if you have the intentions of helping people out there, you should try to give them the correct information. And the simple fact that he found a correlation to the actual beats or the frequency that's being emitted from the actual Monroe tapes are not the same beats or frequency that's being emitted on YouTube. You don't say. So let's go to the title of the video. This is 10 scary ghost videos that will rewire your nervous system. Now, one of them I've showed already because I watched this last night, and I wanted to show you guys this because I like paranormal content. I like to question what's going to happen after death. That's why I question things all the time. You can call them downloads. You can call them my higher self talking to me. Label it whatever you want. I call it intuition. I call it discernment. Same reason why I was questioning Thoth, and he had to be a time traveler to live thousands of years and make it make sense with all that technology from the future. So, well, that's a later episode. I will talk about that. I'm actually going to talk about that with time of today. So let's start this video. This is 10 scary ghost videos that will rewire your nervous system. Let's begin.
For a while, strange things began to happen. The house quickly became a nightmare after he started hearing banging sounds and objects moving around the house. And his dog Jackson wouldn't stop barking at certain areas of the house. One day, he noticed Jackson behaving strangely, staring at an open closet in the house non-stop. So he begins to record, hoping to capture proof. After this, he terminated his lease and moved out shortly afterwards. Watch closely.
Jackson is like laser ass focused on this right now. He won't.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
You alright? I know. Maybe something's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hear noises, but I'm not even sure. Are you fucking kidding me right now? There is no way that just happened. There is no way that just happened. There is no way.
Something flies straight off from inside the shelf, leaving him shocked in disbelief. Then a few seconds later, his dog turns around and starts barking at another door. When this happens...
What's wrong with you?
I trust the animal, man. The animal, man.
Jackson. Jackson.
The dog wasn't doing what it was doing. I wouldn't trust this. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to make dogs act.
There's banging and stuff.
Now, yeah, that door opened on its own. Or closed on its own.
The dog seems to react and bark aggressively at the door, and just moments after, the door closes all by itself, and the dog continues to bark at the door. Believing this is proof enough, he shows the footage to his landlord and explains everything that has been going on, before quickly moving out of there without hesitation.
Now, y'all remember
The trailer.
I'm going to skip past this because this is the one with all the cops outside the trailer. If you watch my content, you've seen this. I'm going to go past this one and get to the next one. All right? Because that one is weird. I'm not going to lie. That one I believe 100%, 1,000%. If you want to watch it, you go to Desert Spare, go to my last paranormal Oh, this is crazy. Okay. This is weird. Watch this one. This one, some of these shake me to my core. I'm not going to lie. Like when I get goosebumps watching some of these things, I know what's real and what's not. My discernment, my vibrations on 1,000. All right.
Demolishing an old house on a rainy day by burning it to the ground with the permission of the fire department. They checked the whole building thoroughly to make sure it was clear and nobody was inside, so they set the bedroom closet alight. and the flames quickly spread to the rest of the building. But while recording the event, something chilling is captured. Watch closely.
Okay.
Fire, okay.
I'm gonna try and walk in and see what it's like.
Control burn, people. Put down low. Pay attention to the doorway. Pay attention to the hallway. Nobody's in that building.
You should see it right now. It's amazing. Look through the window. It's like exploding. Hold your breath and go look. Just make sure you can get out because it's pretty amazing inside there. Did you look in the doorway?
Yeah, flames are coming out.
No, better not be.
Graham and Autumn better be out there. We're out.
What? Yo.
Yeah, hey, Graham and Autumn, go get out.
Who saw that shadow figure?
Woo! It's getting out of hand right now. Hey, the water's dripping off the house. It's hot. Whoa. Whoa, hear that? Gee whiz. It's like busting the glass out. Look at that. Gee, you hear it?
Back of the house, so y'all can see that's where that guy walked around it.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox.
I don't want to be anywhere close.
You see the guy walk again, watch, or whatever it is.
And this is after raining all night long on it. All day.
Oh, my bad.
What looks like a tall dark figure can be seen standing at the end of the hallway, just peeking out from behind the door before quickly retracting back inside. Viewers also say what looks like a misty figure can be seen heading into the fire. Although this one could possibly be pareidolia, but the dark figure is definitely clear. Even creepier is that when they head outside to record the building, we can see this tall dark figure again escaping through the back as the fire envelops the building. The team is sure they caught a ghost that day, but like with most videos, this one remains a mystery, so let me know what you think. The Prayer.
Y'all believe that?
A man named Dewey lives with his parents who look after his 2-year-old son while he and his wife works day shifts and night shifts. On one particular night while arriving home from work in the evening around 8:30 p.m, he heard his son crying for a long time. After asking his parents about it, they said he was crying and not wanting to go in his room, saying he could see something scary inside. Dewey calls his brother who knows about spirits and claims the boy is being haunted by a red kuntilanak, a vengeful female spirit that is said to have died during pregnancy. His brother suggests using 2 sentences of the Shahada, a Muslim prayer, while spreading salt around the house and the child's room. While doing so, he captures something strange.
and religion, man. Truth and religion. Something with salt, too. Squatter had the bounce. It's short.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
I saw that.
On the last throw of salt, he captures something red flying up and dissipating into the air. And at the same time, the baby seems to stop crying right around when this happens.
That's weird.
Dewey believes this was the creature flying up and disappearing from their home. And ever since then,
red.
nothing paranormal happened around their house ever again. But as always, I'll let you be the judge of this.
47.
Out of nowhere. A family living in Utah were sitting in the living room watching TV one day when suddenly out of nowhere something strange happens. Watch closely.
Thank you, Tony Simmons. Real quick, I also have super chats. If anyone ever pledges something, like joins my Patreon, I get a notification on here and it shows you who's up here. Just so y'all know. Watch this. Yeah, sorry. Had that.
The dog that was just laying on the floor peacefully is suddenly moved by an invisible force, strong enough that it scared the dog, making it cry out and run to safety with its owners. The family have no idea what happened to their dog, but after this they say strange events have been following their dog, and on another night their home security camera captures this. A phone that looks secure on a flat armrest suddenly falls off the chair by itself when the dog is near. Then something on the table falls by itself. The family believes something might be haunting their dog, but until we get some more updates, this one remains a mystery. The bathroom. Two siblings named Josh and Crystal were staying at a hotel when something totally strange happened. Something that led them to believe the place was haunted by the spirit of a young boy. They decide to pull their phone out and record as they communicate and try to capture it again.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. See a movie? See a movie? It's okay.
No. Come back. Come back.
It's
No,
not,
you come back.
people trying
Go
to touch a
straight,
shadow.
look Towards me?
It's okay.
No.
Try to touch a
Don't
shadow.
touch me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
Yo. Hey, yo.
A dark shadow figure
There's
can
no
be
kid-
seen running out of the small bathroom right where Josh and Crystal were recording, leaving them shaken up
hotel
as to
room,
what they had
guys.
just witnessed. They thought the boy was outside the room, but it turned out he was actually in the bathroom
Facts.
with them.
They're in
They
the
plan to go
bathroom.
back there and capture more evidence. So hopefully we get some more updates
That's
soon.
nuts.
If you have
That's
any
nuts,
video
man. Shout out
recommendations,
Depths
you
of
can
Despair.
send
Give
them
'em a
over to
follow, bro.
depthsofdespairbusiness
Good
at gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at Depths of Despair YT. The studio apartment. In the following video, a man had just moved into a new studio apartment when strange things started to happen. It all started when he was taking some pictures and reviewing them on his computer when he noticed something strange. Take a look.
I just got finished checking my whole apartment. I just found out, oh my god, I just found out you can connect your camera to your computer that doesn't have a webcam, and you can use your phone as a camera. Okay, so I was on the photo booth app.
That's an app.
I was just like, okay, let me play around with the app and use this and forever. And oh my god, I'm so fucking scared. I was taking the photos, whatever, and I was looking back at them, and I saw that there's this black line, and it's because my cabinet opened a little bit.
Okay.
And I went to the next one, and I don't even know why this is like lit up back here. You know, this is like the thermal photo thing, and it's like lit up. So I kept going to the next one, and I swear I freaked out because one, I don't know how it opened, but two, I swear that's like a face.
That's
right
a face.
There. Like it's literally like
I don't thermal imaging.
Understand like what that could be like.
Hey yo, hey yo.
It's literally.
Fuck that. That's a face.
And I'm like, I'm freaking out right now. And the next one, like the computer started glitching. So
you know what I mean?
I don't know what this is, and then I took a photo. When I realized, it just like snapped a photo automatically. But I swear and I've already checked. I checked my whole apartment. And this, I thought maybe it was up this because this is black up here, but it was on the second shelf. Like it was not up. It was right here, and there's nothing.
I call cap, guys. I call it cap.
Remotely
I call it cap.
Like that.
I think he's
As he goes through each image, he noticed one of the cabinets in the back opened on its own, and a strange heat signature was detected within it. Before shortly afterwards, a creepy face can be seen within.
I don't know.
He has thoroughly checked, and there's nothing there that could cause an illusion of this face. Later that same night, he hears some noises coming from inside his closet, so he begins to record and captures something utterly terrifying.
I think this is cap. Oh, there's more. Alright. What?
Oh my god, do you guys see that? Oh shit.
The clothing hangers can be seen moving and rattling on their own before an object falls on the floor. But even creepier is the gap on the left side of the closet. When the light flickers, a terrifying pale face can be seen peering through the gap, just looking straight at him. The activity keeps on getting worse. On another night, he hears his tap turning on by itself.
That's not a cut either.
Okay, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning again right now.
That's crazy work.
My tub turning on and off and on and off. For a few minutes, I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Alright, now I need to see the whole room. It's happening while he's at the door. Cut off in front of him now. I want to see it cut off in front of him. Like, you know what I mean? Why doesn't it do that? That's why I got my suspicion. You hear it cut on and on and off. Why won't it cut on and off in front of him? Nah, he sounds. That's fear. It's hard to fake fear, guys. Nah, that's just moving. Nah, he's dealing with something. Nah, he's dealing with something.
Oh, my shot glasses. Oh, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
That's the proper response.
The activity keeps on getting worse ever since that night with the pictures. He also explains that the activity stops when he turns lights on, which is the reason he's only using a small flashlight. He then makes an update video explaining what's been going on and decides to set up security cameras all around the apartment. And it doesn't take long before creepy events are captured.
Hey there. I thought it'd be a good time to update you guys on my haunted apartment and stuff that's been going on. Things have been getting increasingly worse, and recently it's been really active at night while I sleep. I've been waking up with a lot of bruises and scratches, usually around my neck, some around my stomach, and because of it, my friends and I placed these little cameras around my apartment.
As you should.
And essentially the cameras start recording when it catches movement. So they're running 24 hours a day all around my apartment, and when movement is caught, it starts recording.
That's a crazy time, 3:33. And his closet door is opening up. And now his covers are getting thrown off him. Now his covers. See, now something's happening to this guy. Nah, that's too much energy. And then he's showing you video of him sleep. Oh hell no! Nah, there's something happened to him, bro. That's not
his
fake,
closet
bro.
door opens by itself before his bed sheets move back on their own, and something pulls him off the bed aggressively. Terrified, he gets up and decides to spend the rest of the night in his car. He continues to document these events each night.
This is real.
But the question remains, just who or what is this? One night.
Yeah, facts. I agree with you,
One
Savage.
night, a man named Raphael heard knocking on his door.
I wouldn't be afraid,
Not knowing who or what it could be, he
you've
decides to
never
open it
experienced
and
that
finds nobody there. A few days later, he starts having paranormal occurrences inside his home. And on one evening...
Hey, chat, how many of y'all think that was real? I got 19 of y'all in here. Let me get a comment for at least 10 of y'all. 1 for yes, 2 for no. How many of y'all think that last video, he's actually going through something? I mean, it wasn't just one little thing. It was multiple things, man. And that to have a closet door open and your sheets get pulled off you simultaneously is crazy work. Also, to get pulled out your bed, you know how hard and difficult it is to do that? And you're talking about the editing of uncertain. I hear that. I'm more on the one side. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a one. To edit a blink camera. Do y'all know anything about that system? I have blink at the house. I had ring blink. You can't edit that. How many take? That is time stamped. You understand what I'm saying? So that wasn't a retake. That's not what that was. That was a perfect first take. Come on. A lot of y'all are cynical. That too. Uncertain. I respect it. I respect your honesty, everybody. You don't just fly off the bed. You don't. That's what I'm saying. There's too many things. I mean, give me an excuse for that face in real time. That's not editing. I understand the power of cuts. You know what I mean? There were no cuts. You could see cuts. Screen record edit. You guys, go ahead. Show me how you screen record edit then, Amber. Give me an example of a screen record edit off a blink video. I'll digress. Let's get back to the video.
He manages to capture this.
Tem alguém aí? Foi você, Branca?
Trusting people is hard, that you generally have experienced. I've experienced it myself. I know paranormal activity is real. Shit, I went to Steve's house. Shout out Steve. Go give him a follow on TikTok. He's on TikTok. I slept at Steve's house. He's got actual activity in his crib. So it's wild. Shout out New Jersey. Yeah, you can't edit those types of cameras. Thank you, Martha Jenkins. That door just open on its own.
Liga a luz do banheiro, Alexa.
Now listen, I don't trust these people. I hate to say these people, but I don't. I've seen a lot of fake content when it comes to paranormal, when it comes from Islamic origin.
Não pode ser.
Oh, shit. I saw that.
Hintay.
A dark shadow figure can be seen in the kitchen going past the doorway in an instant before vanishing out of view. And when he enters the room, he sees nothing there but an object moved by itself. So is this a real ghost caught on camera? You judge.
I grew up in a 200-year-old house. I had invisible. I believe you, Martha.
A man named Kyle was making a coffee and getting ready to do some work on his laptop when all of a sudden he...
Well, let me tell you what. The same way, I'm glad you brought that up, Martha. When I was 5, 6 years old, I was shot in the chest with a shotgun because of situations that were going on with my father. My father was not a... My father was in the streets for real. So was my mother. My mother was for the streets for real. And when me and my brother were, I'll say 6 and 4, right? Remember those little play school tables, the orange seats with the yellow top? You know, the play school ones where you could like eat on and all that? Me and my brother sitting there. And the house, apartment, part of myself, I believe was haunted. And I was seeing things. And I believe I was saved that day because I had a shotgun pointed right to my chest. From about 30 feet away, 30 feet. I was in the kitchen, and in the front apartment was like a window. Yeah, I mean, he broke the window. My dad comes in running in the house while me, my mother, and my brother are in the kitchen, right? And when we're in the kitchen, my dad comes, runs through the door, and runs to the back. He knows he's being chased. You know what I mean? I've seen my dad get stabbed. My dad was really in the streets, for real. And he runs in the house, runs to the back, to the bedroom. And my mother just goes and runs right after him, after seeing a shotgun, right? My mother tells my dad runs out back to the kitchen where we're right in front of the window, right? And stands in between me and my brother, which I never understood at that time. Why wouldn't you get in front of us? Why would you stand with the brother on one side and my brother on the other and scream, ah! And you hear, boom! None of us, I repeat, the shotgun was pointed right at us. No cap. None of us got hit. I got hit with a head, whatever you want to call it, one of the little heads. And I hit the ground. I said, oh, shit. Like, I mean, I was a little kid. I was 5. I said, oh, shit. I said, ah, you know what I mean? And even to this day, I don't understand why we did not die. That place had paranormal activity like a motherfucker. We had little 2 cats like crazy. I always told my dad was fucking doing drugs in the streets. He thought I was lying. But to this day, I cannot explain why we did not die. Why a shotgun was pointed at us point blank range from 30 feet and not one person got hit but me by one little bead. I cannot make sense. Again, I believe we are protected. I believe sometimes paranormal things. Maybe that deflected the shots. I have no explanation to that. But now looking back at it as a father, I'm sorry. If I had one last second, I'm putting my kids behind me, not to the fucking sides of me with a gun pointed at me. You understand? So I don't understand that. I don't know. I just want to tell you. So I do believe paranormal things can probably help you because to this day, I have no explanation to why I lived, why we all lived, with a shotgun pointed at you being pulled. And that's a true story. True story. My childhood, again, was crazy. But I digress. Let's continue on.
He hears a loud bang coming from his garage and decides to record as he goes to check it out.
Okay, I just heard a loud ass banging in the garage while I was pouring my coffee. What the fuck? Please do not be something weird.
Definitely.
I cannot take this shit anymore.
Nah. it would still make sense to put him behind us, though. You know what I mean? Side to side and scream, and then listen. I hear you, Martha, but after the shotgun came, the gun left ASAP because he got scared. He thought he killed. He thought he hit someone because he heard a kid cry. Because I was screaming because I didn't know what the fuck. You ever been shot before? And the crazy part is, it ricocheted off my chest. Did not enter. It ricocheted. I, to this day, don't know how I'm still here. From 30 feet from a shotgun. Give me a rational explanation. And after the shot happened, he threw. You remember them old glass ashtrays with all the like geocentric shapes? You know what I'm talking about? If you know, if you're from the 80s, they had them glass ashtrays that had like the diamond. Bro, I had a bullet ricochet off my chest at 6. What? What are we talking about? Like, no, this is a true story. I'm not using this for clout. I'm not capping. I swear on my dead grandmother. I swear on everything. Strike me dead now if I'm lying. I'm dead. I would never lie about my childhood or things I've experienced. And then the next day, now this is over. I wouldn't say this when this happened. That was the first time I saw a person get murdered, because the next day my dad caught the guy. And as I'm coming outside, he ran him the fuck over with his car. And then my mom went to prison behind that. True story. And she got found not guilty because they got the wrong person. My dad was smart when it came to judicial. I saw, as soon as I come outside, I seen a dude with his pants pulled off, ran the fuck over with a little car. Blood everywhere. My mom tried to hide me from it, but I knew why, because you make it make sense. A man shoots at his kids. The next day, my dad's in the car running a nigga over. You know what I mean? And we was in the hood. It was in the hood. Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out Norfolk. Right next to Virginia Beach, across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. I mean, I should, and I was young, man. The things I seen at a young age, I seen. Again, this is why I'm a father to my son the way I am. And he will never experience none of that. I was definitely protected. But let's get back to the scene.
Shit. The attic string can be seen wiggling from side to side as if someone had gone inside or touched it. He decides to go inside the attic and check what's up there.
Yeah, me too, Scrolls.
Alrighty. Well, I thought I had the bright idea to shine a flashlight up in there, since my phone light wouldn't reach very far. But I got up in there and realized there is a light bulb. So I'm going to show you what I found.
I believe that's Angel. Something with kids and pregnancy does. You guys, it's a portal. That's why. It's a portal. I'm going to talk about that after this, Savage Angel. I'm going to come back to that comment. I'm going to peg that, matter of fact. Oh, I can't. No, we can't. Phoebus?
That is
that a bed?
Some kind of a box.
I love the 19 people that are here, man. I love all of you guys. For real. Thank you for supporting me, man. Thank you for this journey. Thank you for being my friends.
Maybe after one more beer.
Inside the attic room, he discovers a strange black box, but doesn't go to retrieve it. The next day, while on his laptop writing a book, he captures this.
I will tell you all about my book, which is the reason What?
Aggressive banging can be heard coming from the attic room. Finally, he decides to go and retrieve the black box and see what's inside.
Yeah, make that make sense. I believe that.
Right,
I believe this 100%.
And light bulb blue. So that's great. Now let's go get the box.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, bro. You're going to have fun.
Oh, goodness.
We're going to have a lot of fun. We're all trekking.
What we got going on here? So sturdy. All right.
Facts! box and then drive the drink. What's in this box? I bet you it's in a Ouija board or something.
Christmas box.
What you want to get? Bet. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh, there's the handle.
What's in the box?
There we go. Let's see.
Facts.
All right, let's see what's in there. Oh, is that a
It's
fucking
dolls. Of course
shit
it
in there.
is. Of course. I do also do believe in the possession of items that are used as
Okay,
conduits.
there had to be a freaking doll in here.
Of course.
Oh.
Inside the box, he discovers a strange, creepy doll along with some items.
It has no
and
eyes.
eventually, he takes it out of the attic. Ever since then, he has been experiencing strange things all around the house. A visit. A mother named Sierra was taking her son to her grandma's house when her Ring camera set up on the porch captures something bizarre. Watch closely.
I gotta watch that again. This is the last one, guys. Exactly. This is Ring doorbell. Tell me how this is faked. Listen to the voice. Tell me this is fake too. Children.
How about you?
She's got cups. Okay. Yeah.
Dada! I'm just hugging me. Daddy hugging me.
Oh, wait.
What?
No. Okay. Ooh, come on, Clarence. I think my mom's got one. Okay.
What, Daddy?
Did you hear? Listen again. Listen.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Real quick. That kid's father is dead. If y'all don't know. Now, there's a voice. They're going to replay it and enhance the audio. Remember, this is a Ring doorbell. All right? That's all I'm going to say. You add to what you want. I am too skeptical, but you need to listen to this. Listen carefully. His father is dead.
What did you say, bud? Did you say bye to?
I said bye. I said bye, Daddy.
To daddy.
Okay. You see, Dad, you're around.
Right when Sierra opens the door, a disembodied voice can be heard saying honey. Then something catches the boy's attention and he says, "Daddy's hugging me." Afterwards, you hear a clear male voice say, "I am."
Daddy hugging me. What?
Oh, wait.
What?
No. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Ooh.
The strangest thing about this is that the boy's father is clearly not there.
Yeah,
In fact, he passed away 8 months ago. Sierra believes this was her husband coming to pay a visit to his family from the afterlife. But if you want to see the story of a girl who had an abortion in the school bathroom and took her own life.
Bro. This is why, guys, you're not going to go to hell and you're not going to go to heaven. I believe this is why I'm not going into the light, guys, because I don't want to be erased. And the simple fact, maybe he didn't go into the light. I think there's people out there, and no, they're not trapped. I think you probably just wait for your karmic tribe to come back down. He went to his family. So you can say it's probably, there's one spirit realm, guys. One. And the good and evil are there. There's no separation with heaven and hell, none of that. And you hear that. You give me a rational explanation. He died. He's not in heaven. He's not in hell. He's just visiting. It's crazy. When Chrissy died, I that night I said, Chrissy, if you're out there, you can hear me. Come holler at me. You know what I mean? Like, Chrissy was like, I was 17 when I started dating Chrissy. She was 15. You know what I mean? And I got her pregnant when she was 16 and I was 18. And she's the first woman that broke my heart. She's also the first woman that induced me to drugs, but I'm not trying to shit on her memory at all. She taught me a lot of lessons, good and bad. And like I did, again, we talked throughout the years. I just talked to her before I came back out to Tennessee just to catch up on her. And she was telling me she was clean. And I knew that wasn't true because she was asking me for money. You know what I mean? She always asked me for money. And I my son gets everything. I'm not going to, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. But I did that night, 2 nights ago. I said, Chrissy, come holla at me, man. And I still mean that. I want her to come holla at me just to know that she's good. And she listened to me. I always told her not to go into the light. I hope she listened. I really do. But I believe she's already back. I say this to everyone who's about to have a family member that's about to die. Guys, death is not a bad thing. It's a beginning, honestly. And they will be reincarnated. I promise you that. And you guys get to live your childhood again, which I believe is the essence of when you're supposed to awaken. We just don't know where we're in at that time because we're not being led properly by parents. Our parents are in the system of the system. You guys don't think I'm not teaching my son certain things. And I'm not, I could be doing more. I'm not going to lie. I could when it comes to that. But I also have the opposition of his mother, and it's very difficult. So this is why if you're in a relationship and you're in a relationship that's not equally yoked spiritually, raising children is going to be very hard. Very hard. Because I'm seemed as crazy for my baby mom. Think about it. And she thinks, again, going and celebrating Christmas is not satanic worship. So therefore, think about that. Just that aspect all alone. It's hard. It's hard. So if I had a children with someone that was like me, oh my God, my son would be fucking flying around, you know. He would be meditating, all that. But again, this is why you be careful who you have children with. You understand? Be careful who you're partners with. I know a lot of people that have awakened who are now single and were married. Because a divide happens, and that's natural. Because instinctually, you feel like this person, like Sarah said it to me, like she's like, you changed, Dre. I said, but think about how I changed. Did I change for the better, or did I change when I was a drug addict? You don't like the way I changed? Oh, well, I just wish you wouldn't do drugs. Now you're better, and you're not on drugs. It's like, you know what I mean? So just be careful, guys, out there. And I know there's some people that are in relationships right now that are questioning their relationships after waking up. You know what I mean? It's real, bro. It is real. And it's something, for men, this is big on everything. We settle. We settle because we are non-confrontational when it comes to women, because there's no winning arguments with women. Even when they're wrong, they will argue with you. And it's not an attack on women either. It's just that we're two different species and we are different. Like in relationship, there's a control thing that happens. And there's like 5 stages to relationships. First is the honeymoon. Second is the control. Who's the dominant one? And a lot of couples can't get past that part to get to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And they just rinse and repeat honeymoon phase and then who's in control. And it's a study on this, man. A lot of people fail after stage 2. But I love you, man. How'd y'all enjoy that? Y'all learned a little bit of stories about me. There's a comment I want to go back to. Martha, it was a Martha Jenkins comment. I'm going to go to it real quick. Or Savage comment, the fofo. I can't find it. It's too many people. But yeah, man. Maybe you definitely has. Yeah, I definitely did have something watching me. Maybe you don't. Yeah. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, right here. Savage Angel said this. All right, let me read you guys this comment real quick. Let me read you this. All right. Savage Angel. My mom says she started getting haunted when she got pregnant with me. And my dad don't play. He told me one day, him, mom, sis at the table, and it rained colored glass from thin air on the table. I believe stuff started happening. And again, it's just me rationalizing everything when it comes to paranormal concept, the life after death, all that. When women are powerful conduits, let me say that. Very powerful. They have literally a portal inside their body. They are the only species between men and women that can endure such pain that is childbirth. They're designed for that. All right? Do you guys understand when it's alchemy? Let's call it what it is. It is pure organic alchemy, having another human being grow inside you. It's a wonderful and beautiful experience. I love pregnant women, bro. I do. When I see that shit, I think they are beautiful. But it is not far-fetched to believe that when women are pregnant, again, they're a conduit. Their life is growing in them. There's a portal. So don't you think that they would probably be more susceptible? That's a vibration. We believe in vibration and frequency, right? When women are pregnant, that's a frequency. That's a vibration. So there will be other things that in the spirit realm, there's one, good and evil, that might try to come and, take the spot of your child. That would be a soul that's us. You know what I mean? Absolutely. 1,000%. I believe I've seen a lot of videos that this is a concurrent thing too when it comes to paranormal content. They always have the children around baby cribs. Why are these paranormal things trying to get the baby? That's a good question. That's not a coincidence. You know what I mean? A lot of videos are always around children. Children can see. They have the sight, which also kind of even further institutes my claim that for us to get our powers, if we didn't do what we had to do as children or weren't taught the right way, we're not going to get them now because of the calcification of our pineal gland. But it doesn't mean we can't procure the information now for our next life to get it. This is a learning experience. If you believe in evolution, everything is to evolve. You have to think that the conscious will evolve as well. Correct? And I feel like they're trying to direct that evolution with AI. But that's a different topic. I love you guys. Thank y'all for being here, man. I did want to talk about that, bro. Hocus pocus, babies are pure. Yes, they are, bro. That's my biggest gripe with religion, trying to tell me I was born into sin. Like, children? So I was a sinner? What are we talking about? My son is love light and oh my God. Or love dark, whatever. I'm starting to come to a realization that light, a lot of people say love and light, but I have to disagree. I have to disagree because the first thing that was here was the dark. And for you to get to the light, you have to go through the dark. So wouldn't that make the dark better? And I'm not talking about evil here. I'm just talking about dark and light. And it's crazy how we categorize light to be good and dark to be bad. But the devil is the light bearer. Something for you to think about. I love all of y'all. Be out there, go help someone, be a service for all everyone. I gotta put a thank Patreon people with everyone who's on my Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, thank you guys. Literally, I'm sending all that to my baby mom for my son every time. It's the only reason I'm out here to do this. And if I don't have my Patreon, there's no way, because TikTok doesn't want to pay me. I'm trying to get paid off YouTube. There's no way I can do this and then do these trips. So that Patreon is the only reason I'm able to organize this. And once y'all see the first trip does successful, then the second one, hopefully the Patreon grows more and we can do better trips. And it could just be paid for. I won't have to ask for $130. I don't want to ask y'all for nothing. I just want to be able to supply y'all trips just for supporting me. And that's my goal. It really is. But I love all of you guys, man. Stay blessed. I will be on later with Coach Tommy. Shout out him. If you're in this live now, please hit the like button on this video. And peace to the gods, man. I love all of you. Shout out Amber. Shout out Patrick. Shout out Savage Angel. Shout out Martha Jenkins. Thank you. Thank you so much for just sharing this Saturday morning with me. Lakers in 5. Peace to the gods, man. I'm just messing with y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye.